do you ever think it'd get this far, man? Yo, you making
Never.
big moves, bro. No,
Never. And I honestly think and tell people, I believe that's why it's gotten to where it's gotten, because I never got into it for money. And I see people, they ask me all the time. I try to do the opposite of how I was treated. Like, I had dudes asking me for $2,000 to teach me how to do certain things, and trying to charge you for hourly rate for consultations. I'm the exact opposite. Not only do I get smaller channels on my channel, give them a platform, give them an opportunity, but I don't charge nobody for no fucking advice, and I give them advice. I don't hate, I don't hold shit back. I don't want you to make any of the mistakes that I did, because for what, you know?
yeah. Do you remember the first fight you got media credentials for?
Nah, man. I remember my first interview though. It was Danny Garcia and Gabriel Rosado on the same show, and it was called the Philly Special.
Man, that's what's up. I remember you had a good relationship with Danny Garcia. You was out driving to Philly all the time. I remember.
Yeah, nah, that's still my dude, man. He's still the guy, man. I actually was nervous. I didn't know that he would win that Jose Benavidez Jr. fight. I thought if Jose could just come any bit, similar to how he used to look in that Crawford fight, Danny was in for a tough ass fight. But Jose didn't let his hands go enough. But nah, I'm a Danny Garcia guy for sure.
No, for sure. I remember. When did you realize that you were making a big impact on YouTube and podcast world and all that? Like, what was the moment that you're like, oh shit, I'm kind of like a big deal?
I never used the phrase big deal, let alone think it, but I definitely said to myself when I had Bob's number, like his cell phone number, and I also watched it go from like Android or non-iPhone to iMessage and still have that number. I felt good. So I guess that, meeting Al Heyman, like that's still something that I feel like, to this day, I've had 3 conversations, 3 different meetups. I know dudes ain't never seen that motherfucker.
So
I know fighters that never called them, that he never called them, they never spoke to him, they never met him.
Wait, so he's called you before? Like, yo, meet me here?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
No, you say
absolutely not. Do not misunderstand. I met up with him 3 times at 3 different events and got to speak to him, and he gave me the time of day. After the first time, I told myself, yo, if I see him again, I'm going to tell him my story, and I'm talking about everything. I'm going to tell him the struggle. I'm going to tell him how I'm here and how much that interview will change my life. So I did. It was Canelo Mayweather. They shut down Times Square. Al Heyman is in his fucking peacoat in the middle of the whole press conference, all the way in the back, though. And I'm like, bro, that's Al Heyman. It's the same picture on the internet, so nobody knows that's Al. And I get my opportunity to talk to him. But yeah, that shit didn't work. He ain't giving out no videos. And I recorded them. I actually, I got, which is crazy, right? Because I've seen the Watson brothers tell people like, bro, delete that video, delete that picture. If you take a picture or record out. And I still got footage of Al in the Barclays Center on my channel that no one's ever emailed me to take down. Look, Demetrius Andrade, his team had emailed me in the past, like, yo, take down that interview that we did, and I called Canelo a bitch. I'm like, nah, bro. That's staying up. That's staying up.